Widayanti from 6th F class of English Language Education at Ganesha University of Education. In this video, I'm going to tell you about freedom to learn and also an example of activity that use to freedom to learn. First of all, I will explain about the definitions of freedom to learn. Freedom to Learn is a program that was started by the state of Michigan in 2002. This program is intended to improve students' achievement by implementing a student-centered environment. Freedom to Learn is a learning process that gives the freedom to the young learners to learn with their initiative. This concept of the learning process will be meaningful because there will be included learning by doing. So, freedom to learn can be interpreted by giving freedom to young learners to achieve learning by playing or exploring by themselves. In freedom to learn, it is explained by several experts that each young learner learns to increase their potential with the freedom that young learners enjoy. In freedom to learn, learners will independently or naturally in obtaining the material they get against a background of interest. Children want to grow into successful children with the freedom given in gaining knowledge. In freedom to learn, students will try to directly practice what they are learning, and this is an effective step in obtaining good knowledge. And now I will explain about the goals of freedom to learn. So this program has goals to be reached. The goals are, the first is enhance students' learning and achievement students. Achievements will be easier to be reached when they learn in a good way of thinking. So it means that they have their way of thinking or how they solve a problem. The second one is provide greater access to equal educational opportunities. So allow students to explore, gain, and experience more. To bring out the freedom to learn, they are provided with the technology used for sources or reference or whatever more. Okay, the third one is foster effective use of technology. So most children typically can learn technology faster rather than their parents. Through the assessments, students are trained to use technology effectively. Okay, the fourth is empower parents to involve in children's education. So, will very useful for the parents to give influence in their learning, especially freedom to learning. The role of the parents in children's education is of course very important. It providing a tool for empowers the parents. And then the last is support innovative student practice. So, to learn will indirectly encourage students to innovate more through greater access that already mentioned before. Okay, now I will explain about the implementations of freedom to learn. In teaching young learners, by using freedom to learn, the teacher should focus on several things. Those are, the first one is focus on care. So, focus on care means that the teachers must care about the development of young learners and the needs of young learners also. The second one is provide golden rules of fairness in every place. Means that teachers should give the same opportunities for all of the students in the learning process. The third one is focus on children's happiness. So it means that the learning process should be fun for the children because the fun learnings will make them interested in the learning process. The fourth is play, explore, be brave, be free. So it means that in the learning process, young learners will prefer to learn through play. So, the teachers must provide a game that makes them explore their knowledge and give them the freedom to find out what makes them curious in the context of learning. The fifth is a cooperative approach to social life. So, by cooperative learning, young learners will learn about the skill that is needed in social interaction, such as a good communication, respect, and etc. And then besides that, they also can share their knowledge. And the sixth is parents and teachers' responsibility to let kids be kids. So it means that the learning process provided for them must be appropriate for their age. The role of parents and teachers is to provide a pleasant learning process and not pressure them or require them to master many things. Learning must be following the developments they have. The seventh is create space safe for children to play and learn. So it means that the teachers must ensure that students have playtime and time to study seriously, although playing while learning can also be applied in the learning process. And then the last but not least is learning through problem solving. So when using problem-based learning, teachers help students focus on solving problems in the real-world context, which will encourage students to think of situations of the problem when students try to solve problems. So, when young learners learn through problem solving, they also train their critical thinking early. The problem that is given should be simple and related to the real life. Okay guys, to make it clear, I will give you an example of an activity that implements the freedom to learn principle. So, the activities is the students are given a video about parts of the body. Then they listen and take notes about what have they heard and seen in the video. After that, they work in a group and give some sticky note which contain part of the body that already mentioned in the video. They have to discuss first, and then they have to stick the appropriate sticky note in their friends' bodies. Okay guys, I think that's all my explanations about the freedom to learn. Thanks for watching. Bye!